Hey, welcome in Huntsville. Another wonderful good morning to you. Thanks for waking up with us. What do you love about Huntsville? What makes this a great place to be?
Everyone here is very genuine and very kind and friendly. You never hesitate to speak up and say hello or good morning or just acknowledge the person walking by.
The thing that I love most about Huntsville, I love the peace that Huntsville brings. I love the peace that it gives me.
I feel accepted and part of the town and like I belong here.
Huntsville is where my lovely wife lived when I met her, so I moved here. So I'm pretty thankful for her.
All right.
We're bucking for you in Huntsville, Texas. Hello, I'm Billy Cobbin, Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Hey, it's Kay Boning with Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools.
Good morning, Huntsville.
Good morning.
Hey, I'm Karen.
I'm Toy. And I'm Denise.
And from all of us at Walker County Federal Credit Union, good morning, Huntsville.
Welcome in. Wow, better late than never, huh, Deneen?
Yes, better late than never.
I've been saying Deneen, but you changed it. It's D now, right?
It's D. Just
Don't-
easier.
Don't say Deneen anymore.
Well, you can, but most people call me D because it's
Better
people
not.
can't pronounce my name.
You better not. What do people say? What are some of the things that people say?
Denny Ann.
I never even heard of that, but Denny Ann. Good morning, Denny Ann.
Good morning, Rob Bob.
that sounds, Denny Ann sounds like something that you would say to that's like an old school name. If you think about it. Denny Ann, get on in here now. We got noodles ready, Denny Ann. It's good to see you. I got to shake your hand. I would give you a hug if this
Good
table
morning.
wasn't in between us here. Your wonderful coffee mug this morning.
Oh, yes.
Sipping on some good coffee today.
Oh, yeah.
Deneen's back with us. Jason busy this morning, and but we are here. Welcome in. I know we got started late. It's one of those rare mornings where I actually was up really, really early. I was up early yesterday. I got up at 4 because we had to take Mac down to Spring, and I'll talk about that in a minute. Some good news, but then some not so good news, but it's okay. But this morning, we took the show on the road.
Yes,
And
we did.
We don't get to do this often. We try to do it once a quarter, but it's been a while. And this morning, we are on the road at the all-new beautiful, I know you can't see much here where we're sitting, but the very all-new beautiful Huntsville Executive Office Suites.
It is beautiful. It's very nice.
It's one of those places where you walk in and you just feel like, I'm gonna get some bit. Yeah, wow is the first word. But then the second word is, I'm going to make $1 million somehow today. So I'm going to just sit in here and see if I can make $1 million today. I mean, I don't think it's going to happen.
If you learn how to do that, let me know.
But you feel, I'm going to say, let me reword it. You feel like $1 million when you walk in here. It's like
It's just nice.
and I know they're still
really
working
is.
on some things. We're in the main lobby right now, and but they're still working on some things. But the offices you can start leasing today. We'll have Eric Fugate from Raven Property Management on with us here in just a few moments. But I'm going to tell you, this is a beautiful Class A office space. I mean, anything you can imagine here. And if we were just talking about a friend, I won't say who, but there's someone that we know that maybe could benefit from an office
Yes.
here. And I think on the sign out there, I don't want to misspeak. We'll talk to Eric more, but that billboard out there said $295 a month. I mean, that's not bad for starting out with a small office if you need it. And I say small, but the rooms are actually really big, even for a little office.
Yeah, so look at the one right there, and that is really nice.
Deneen's thinking right now, like, man, I may just move in over. Deneen was thinking, or D. See, but I can say it right.
You can say it right.
D is thinking about, well, I just may start a business just so I can be over here.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I've got enough going on at home.
We are here this morning, again, live from 2503 Lake Road at Huntsville Executive Office Suites. We want to welcome you into the program as we get started here on this very tactical Tuesday. Tasteful Tuesday also,
Tasteful Tuesday.
Tasteful Tuesday. Although, I hate to call you out, but I don't see any little plants over here that you were going to bring,
Yes, I forgot the tomato plants. I'm sorry.
I'll
get them to you. I know where you live.
Jason called me this morning. He goes, buddy, I'm not going to be able to make it. He works also with Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Mm-hmm.
They've been very busy, and he goes, I had to go to the airport and take care of a family this morning. And I'm sitting there thinking, Jason, our friendship's starting to just kind of separate a little bit. It was real solid, real close, and so that brotherhood has now turned into companionship, and then that's going to just that's just going to turn into, well, I saw you there,
No.
I'm just kidding. I know he's busy. I missed him though. He's been busy.
He has.
So
he's been busy at home with things, working on our classroom, trying to get it done, and then plus, he now works at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and he stays really busy.
Well, we are here this morning as we get started on episode number 481. That's crazy, 481. Don't even feel like it. One day we're going to say episode 1,000. That's going to be exciting.
That's going to be cool. You have to have everybody here for 1,000.
Hey, when we do 1,000, we may have to move it here and have like a, when they opened up this place for the grand opening, they had the chamber ribbon cutting. It was really awesome. I missed the actual snip of the ribbon, but I came right after. And I'm going to tell you, this place was loaded with people. And they had this awesome kind of rocky band right up here. They had the whole stage. Everything. Mm-hmm. This place was thumping, man. This was like Party Central just a couple of weeks ago for that grand opening. And Frank Robinson, Eric Fugate, the whole team over here, they've just done a great job. But we may have to have like a big blowout show over here. There's a lot of room in this lobby.
There is.
And it's going to be filled. It's more and more. That's why it's kind of echoey, because they're going to put some paintings up and some different things. But it's cool.
It is.
So, yeah.
And it's comfortable.
It is. Doesn't it feel? I want these seats for our show. My seats are pretty comfortable, but I saw these. And I was like, man, this is really.
They're nice.
I'm on cloud nine, right? In fact, we're going to take a break. I'm going to go take a nap on that couch right there. There's some couches over here too. I'm going to take a nap on them. So, but no, we do want to welcome you. Do us a favor. Let us know you're out there. I know we're starting a little bit later than normal this morning, but if you're on the social media feeds, whether it's Facebook, we're on 3 different Facebook platforms. We're also on YouTube, LinkedIn, streaming this morning on Instagram, Twitter, even. Some other I don't know, Spirit Radio FM. If you're on those social media platforms, though, do us a favor and just comment in and say hello and let us know you're out there. Let us know what you're thankful for as we're getting started. Beautiful Tuesday on the way. We're going to have highs today, only upper 70s, so we're back into the lower 70s. It's going to be a nice, warm, beautiful day.
Yes.
But do us a favor, too, and if you hit that share button, that will help spread the word about this show. We're all about lifting up and promoting the good here in Huntsville and throughout our wonderful community. There's so many great things and positive things happening here in Huntsville. We couldn't be here without the generous support of Elliot Herzlich. He's online at Elliot's Jewelers for all your jewelry needs. Visit my good friend Elliot Herzlich. You've got to set up the appointment, but when you do, he's going to take care of you. You can go online at elliotsjewelers.com to set up that appointment today. And, of course, on this Tactical Tuesday, we wouldn't be able to bring you this show without our friends from Guardian Defense, Deneen Thompson. D. Thompson.
D-Tomp.
D-Tomp. Do you have a nickname, Deneen? Is there any?
I do.
I just can't call you D. Is that okay?
It's fine.
It just naturally.
Yes, I do have a nickname. I've had it all my life.
Is it a savory one is it savory, family friendly?
Peanut.
Peanut. Okay. All right. Okay. Peanut.
That's what my family calls me.
Better than Perla.
Perla be driving.
Perla be driving. I said I would never say that again. This is why you need to watch the show every morning. Because if you do, you're going to know exactly what we're talking about. But I have heard through the grapevine, and I'm so sorry about this, my good friend with the initials JT. I'm very sorry that nickname has now made its way into the home front, from what I've heard. So there may be a certain mom out there.
As long as he stays good, he won't be called Perla. He acts up, he's going to be called Perla.
I like that. But, I knew a girl growing up, and she's so sweet. Her family, the Canales family in Georgetown, Texas, they have a Mexican restaurant called Rio Bravo. It's a really small, kind of little hole-in-the-wall place, but it's so good. And Perla's mama runs that, and that's her name. Her daughter's name is Perla, and I didn't even think about that when I nicknamed a certain somebody that we know with the initials JT. It just kind of popped into my head, and Perla, what's up? I need to make a shirt. Hey, we should do that. Get a Guardian Defense shirt and have
put Perla
on it. Yeah. Does he get mad? Does he get mad at me for saying that?
No,
Okay.
I don't think he does.
All right.
It's
just one of those.
you're like a brother, really.
Old Perla. Well, hey, a lot going on. Let us know again that you're out there this morning. It is going to be a beautiful day, and we're excited about all these just wonderful things happening. You know, as we look around in this office building and we think about this community and the growth of Huntsville, I'm reminded of just how blessed we are to be here, right here in this area in East Texas. And you know, as this community continues to grow, it's always been, you know, I'm a new person, right? Y'all have been here your whole life pretty much.
No, Jason has.
I know
haven't.
Jason, you've been here for a hot minute though.
Yeah.
You know? So, but Jason pretty much grew up here, minus a few short months in some state way over near the water somewhere.
Yeah.
But it's a good part of the state. But I think about the culture of Huntsville and what makes this community so unique. And you guys, through 481 episodes, have heard all about this, and I'll never stop talking about it. But and you'll hear it when we call people every day and we ask them when they win prizes here on this show. We ask them, what makes Huntsville so great? What are you thankful for today? What are you thankful for about this community? And when we ask the questions related to the community, the people always respond with the people. The people is what makes Huntsville great. And I want to encourage you this morning, no matter what you're going through, no matter what you're facing. We're facing some hardship in our family right now on many things. You know, nothing catastrophic or severe, thankfully, but you know, everyone's dealing with financial struggles right now.
Yes.
It's not easy for many people, and we're hoping that turns around. Obviously, there's a lot of things that people are doing to try to advance this community, as far as just like what we did with the school. There's people that are involved. I'm on the PAC with the hospital PAC. It's not related. I just want to be very clear. When I say I'm on the PAC, you know, for the hospital, that doesn't mean that it's tied into the hospital. I'm on a PAC that's separate. The hospital doesn't run the PAC. They can't run the PAC, and that's the folks promoting this new bond. And I know there's a lot of questions floating around about that. I support it. I've been very vocal about it. Many of you don't, and you know what? That's okay. I'm not trying to convince people
Each
one
his
way or the
own.
other. I'm just sharing factual information, and I was really thankful because the other day I was able to have a very civil conversation with a neighbor down the street of mine, and he walks his dog by my house all the time, and he saw the sign in the front yard, and he called me and said, "Hey, I got some questions for you. One, why are you supporting the bond?" And I told him why. I'm fairly young. Today I'm 41, which doesn't feel like
Yes,
it. So
happy
thank
birthday.
you. I was kind of fishing for the happy birthday. You know, I was
Happy
I was putting a rod and
birthday.
reel out there, but I'm not fishing anymore. You know, once I turned like 30, I was like, I don't fish for the birthdays anymore. But I think
still
about it.
young.
Yeah, well, when is that going to run out though? You know, when is that going to run
The
out?
older I get, I feel like, no, this ain't old.
Okay. See, I need to get that mindset. D is bringing the energy this morning, the positive energy. But I think about, you know, the future and my children and so many different things. And I believe the key to any community as it grows to continue to be successful is to have great education and great health care.
Yes.
And this so far has been the best proposal that I can find for advancing our healthcare in this community. And a lot of people said, well, this isn't the best solution. Okay, then what is it? Because I haven't seen anything yet. Nobody sent me a 10-page document or a one-page summary of what the best solution will be. So for right now, I think this is the best thing moving forward. And as this community grows, there's a lot of misinformation, but as this community grows, we're seeing hundreds of more homes come into Huntsville.
Oh, yes.
Well, what happens when the community grows? The tax base grows, and so those percentages go down. Now, somebody had thrown something out there, and this is why you have to read factual information. Somebody had thrown something out this morning that said your property taxes are going to increase 60%. That is totally false. That's what we call, and I supported GW back in the day. You know, I'm fairly conservative, but I'm also open to anything. You know, I want to be open and see the heart of people. I don't care the political side of people. I want to see the heart of people. What do people stand for and what do they represent? Well, back in the day, they called it GW fuzzy math. I don't know if you remember that.
No.
So President Bush, they'd always say it was fuzzy math. And so when someone said 60%, I was like, that's the first thought. I said, well, there's some fuzzy math flying around out there somewhere. Because if my property value or my property taxes were going to go up 60%, I would not be supporting this thing.
No.
Just be very clear. I would not support a 60% increase in property taxes. So just what I'm getting at, wherever you're at on this, it's cool. You can believe what you want. I just want to provide factual information. In my opinion, which it's okay to have an opinion on what I feel is a good opportunity for this community. There's other information out there that says the leadership hasn't done anything, and so my first and this question wasn't answered. I said, okay, well, how far back are you going? Because in 2021 there was a new CEO that came into the hospital. There was a new COO. There's a new nursing director that's over the whole hospital. Those all happened in 2021 and 2022. I'm just providing facts. Since that time and that leadership has came in, the Huntsville Memorial Hospital system has went from a D leapfrog rating now up to a B, and I've heard that it may even be going higher. And if you don't know what leapfrog ratings are, those are highly respected hospital ratings, and you can go online, just search for Huntsville Memorial Hospital leapfrog, and you'll find all about it, and you can read about it. This is a rating system that is put on hospitals all over the country. And so from that, and you can see it right there from 2021 when the new leadership came in, that has slowly been trickling up, and that's for overall health care and experience. So
that's really good.
So just get the facts. If just like my neighbor, we had such a great conversation, and at the end of the conversation, he said, I can see now why you support it. He goes, I'm still not going to support it, but I understand why you do. And that's cool. That's what democracy is, right? We're supposed to be able to converse and have ideas and thoughts without the name calling, without people getting upset. And it's okay to have differences and be friends. I'm friends with several people that we don't agree, and we don't ever talk politics, but if we did, we probably wouldn't agree on much of anything. But we look past that, and we see the heart of each other, and we can be friends.
Yes. And funny thing you say that. I was sitting here when you were talking, and all I could think about is fight.
Yeah.
From Sunday.
Oh, yeah, from the message on Sunday. So Deneen brought up something. Check this out. This is good, Deneen. See, this is why I call her D-Pain, like T-Pain the rapper, but deep. It's not like you're a pain. It's just the rapper. D-Pain.
Let's see, what is it? Fight, face the.
Hold on, I got a ton of pictures on here from Sunday. It was fight, face the issue. So here's the acronym. Here, you read it. You brought it up. You read it, Deneen. It's an acronym for fight.
Fight. F is face the issue. Don't avoid it. I is.
Wait. Go back to that one. Don't
face the issue.
And what is it saying for these?
Don't avoid it.
Don't avoid it. If you're going through an issue today, face it. Don't avoid it.
Mm-hmm. Ignore the temptation of deflect.
Ignore the temptation of deflect. I'm going to say another one and fight. Ignore the haters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guard your tongue.
G, guard your tongue.
Oh, it just went off on me.
Did it come back?
No.
G, guard your tongue. H,
you must have
help
an
me
Apple
turn my
phone.
phone. H, help me turn my phone back on. No, I don't have Apple. I don't have that garbage.
H is history belongs in the past.
That's right. History
Just
in the past.
Let it stay in the past. And then T, talk solutions, not scores.
That's good. And this was at church.
That was a good message Sunday.
Yeah, and this was at church. Mm-hmm. You're going to
Yeah, and I even put it on my phone.
Look at that. Fight. Face the issue. Don't avoid it. Ignore the temptation to deflect. Boy, that's a big one. Think about that. When something comes your way, we are so tempted to deflect it, to not take it on, to ignore it and deflect it. And I'm guilty of that. I took one of these tests, assessment tests. Can I just say that I'm not a big fan of I like assessment tests, but I'm not a big fan of making sure that you have to go through and follow them to a T. If I want to assess you and I'm going to assess you. I'm going to be your friend. I'm going to get to know you. That's all the assessment I need. Now, there's some things in those assessment tests that are going to reveal that maybe you're afraid of confrontation or you're afraid of this, and those are useful, but I'm also still just going to get to know you. I'm not going to base you on some test that somebody came up with. You
got to know the person, know them on the inside.
Yeah. The test can help reveal some things, but I think just sitting down and getting to know somebody, is the biggest thing. But yeah, guard your tongue. That's a big one. Boy, my tongue. Yeah. Sometimes when I was younger, I couldn't even talk right now because my tongue would be out in the parking lot. You know, my tongue, I couldn't talk. It would just be walking in the parking lot. That's how that thing got away from me. History belongs in the past, and talk solutions, not scores. There you go.
Think about that. I mean,
There you go.
Just think about that for a minute.
It is. Take all that in this morning. Many of you are joining us. We're going to take a break here in just a few moments as we continue on. We are here at the beautiful Huntsville Executive Office Suites this morning, located at 2503 Lake Road. For more information about the offices that are available to rent, you can go to it's huntsvilleworkspace.com. That's the website, huntsvilleworkspace.com. And you'll be able to get more information and also get in touch with Raven Property Management, who can help you out. Of course, we wouldn't be able to be here not only without Huntsville Executive Office Suites, but our foundation support. And if you go to our website at hellohuntsvilletx.com, our goal is to never charge for any of the content whatsoever. And we're able to do that because of our generous support from our sponsors. And that includes our foundation sponsors, such as Guardian Defense, who joins us every single Tuesday here on the Good Morning Huntsville show, and also other partners like Huntsville Executive Office Suites. So when you see these folks around town, not only try to do business with them, maybe you're a business and you know what, you need some security for your business. You need to know how to keep things in order, in check. Go to Guardian Defense. They're going to teach you the training that you need to be able to not only protect your business, but also protect your family, which I think is the most important. And then after all that, you can say, you know what, I need an office space. Come over here to Huntsville Executive Office Suites and they'll hook you up.
It's really nice.
Well, let us know that you're out there. We will take a brief break. Many of you are commenting in. Keep those comments coming, and we'll converse with you in just a few moments. We'll step aside. We'll take a break, as always, here on a Tactical Tuesday, brought to you by Guardian Defense. More information is online at guardiandefensellc.com. We'll take a very brief break. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. More to come. This is your show. It's Good Morning Huntsville here on a Tactical Tuesday.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Looking for the perfect office space? Drive success with premier office spaces in Huntsville at Huntsville Executive Office Suites. Raven Property Management has moved in and we're on site ready to give you a tour at 2503 Lake Road. Whether you're a startup, small business, or an established company, our Class A offices provide the professional environment you need to thrive. Flexible leases, modern amenities, and a prime location. This is where business gets done. Execute your success today. Visit huntsvilleworkspace.com to schedule your tour.
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
Illuminate your child's future at Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools in Huntsville. Established in 1997 by Kay Boning, our award-winning center merges Christian values with 25 years of Montessori excellence, promoting wonder and discovery in every child. As the only Montessori school within 45 miles, we provide a fun and friendly environment, individualized Montessori methods, and love and care as if each child were our own. Safety is a priority, and with a recent $50,000 investment, our facilities inspire growth, creativity, and learning. Plus, as a nonprofit, we open Montessori doors to families of all economic backgrounds. Partner with the community pillar where every child's promise shines bright. Discover Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools today. Visit tpms.life. That's tpms.life. This is KHSP LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville.
This is Deneen with Guardian Defense, and you're listening to Spirit Radio.
Support for SpiritRadio.fm comes from loyal listeners just like you. Want to help spread the good news across Huntsville and beyond? Underwriting opportunities are available for loyal listeners, businesses, and nonprofits. Visit SpiritRadio.fm and tap Donate today.
Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit 94.3.
All right, friends, back at it as we continue on this awesome, lovely Tuesday. I'll just say lovely. It's all right. It's not a manly word, but I'll say it, lovely. Although it is a manly word if you say it to your significant other sometimes. But how about 45 degrees as you're waking up this morning? Many of you are already awake. If you're supposed to be at work at 8 o'clock, well, you probably don't have a job. And if you're supposed to be there, they probably won't let you in. Go start a business. And you can start a business here at Huntsville Executive Office. See, Eric, we were segueing into that, man.
That's very good, very good.
So welcome in, making his debut here on the program this morning. None other, can I say the Mr. Raven Property Management? Is that okay?
That's fine.
Okay, I didn't know if that, wanted to make sure. So, Eric, I got to shake your hand on the camera, man. Yeah. Good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
Man, I got to tell you, brother, this is just an amazing place. I just had a firsthand privilege to come over here, and you guys showed me before it got started. And the neat thing is, it's still, it's movable. This is right now, it's move-in ready, but there's still work to be done, even as it stands, but it is beautiful right now.
The punch list is 3 pages long, but we're working on it.
Yeah.
But we've taken it from 10 months ago when the dream started for a Class A office building in Huntsville. It's been a very, very stressful redoing it, and some pictures of where it was just torn apart, and we had to rebuild it basically and make it better, make it the 21st century. Ripped out all the ceiling tiles, put in new LED lights, redid the carpet, put in a mediation room for the lawyers, a kitchen area, a coffee bar, things that Huntsville doesn't have right now, and now it does.
Yeah, this is great. It is a beautiful complex over here, and it's at 2503 Lake Road. Big white building, beautiful LED electronic sign out front, so you'll be able to see it no problem. Before we dig into the office, let's get to know you just a little bit more. I know you've been here in Huntsville for, I always like to say, a hot minute, but let us know
maybe 1 or 2 minutes.
Couple hot minutes. Let us know kind of the story and the journey for you here in Huntsville, Eric, if you don't mind.
I got out of the Navy, U.S. Navy, doing for a long time. Went to Sam Houston State University. Fell in love with the place. I was born in Dallas, and our trees are about my knee. And went on a hiking trip in the forest, and I fell in love with the pine trees. And of course, I don't like the pine pollen, but I love the area. And
maybe the vision for Raven Property Management too. I know you're leading into that, but kind of guide us through that journey.
Well, Raven Property Management, after I was in the law enforcement here in Walker County as a sheriff's deputy, and my wife and myself decided that I needed to get away from that. Went into something that I'm not afraid of talking to people, as you can tell. And real estate for me was a chance to help people and make money, of course.
Yeah, there you go.
And I worked for Homes of Huntsville with Margaret Miller, Possell, and she taught me about everything I know about real estate. And she advised me, she says, Eric, you need to start your own company because you want to do property management, and it's a niche that's needed in Huntsville. And I started my company, Raven Property Management and Raven Realty, and we've been doing that for a couple decades now. And we've managed a whole bunch of properties, including this office building. And we're also one of the tenants here.
Does it seem like the time has went just like this, or is it just? It's been fun. I know there's always bumps in the road, but you're passionate about what you do. That's why it's successful.
It's been. I no longer feel like I'm going to work. There are some days that I feel like I just got beat up, but I enjoy my work. I enjoy working with the people I have, with my staff, and I enjoy people in the Huntsville area, Walker County, and surrounding counties that we've touched and made sure that we can realize their dream and help people rent.
You know, one of the neatest things is whenever you have an idea, it turns into something that not only can be a blessing to you and your business, but it's a blessing to so many others. And I know I was kind of joking, but literally there's somebody out there this morning that has an idea for a business, or maybe they're running a business out of their home and they said, you know, I need a little more professional look. Well, now they can get it in a very, very high-end way at an affordable cost. And when I say high, you walk in here, I told Deneen earlier, I said, I feel like I'm going to make $1 million today just sitting in here. Maybe talk a little bit about just the journey. You said 10 months ago, this idea kind of came to life. And that just goes to show that if you can have an idea and connect with the right people, look what can happen. And this was only 10 months ago, right?
That's correct. The building was already here. We didn't have to build the building. We just had to take it from the 1980s and bring it to the 21st century. And it was infrastructure, basically fixing things, painting the walls, new ceiling tiles, putting the Wi-Fi system in. Throughout the building, there's a Wi-Fi mesh that anybody can, when they rent here, they can use to access the internet and be business savvy. And when we supply that for them, and all you have to do is really, if you really wanted to start today, you could get one of the 91 or 92 square foot places for $295.
Wow, what a deal. And that's everything included, your internet, your utilities, coffee bar?
Well, the coffee bar was a little small fee there, but everything else is here for you.
You throw in a 20 every day. We'll call it easy. So
it depends on the coffee addiction. Yes.
Yeah, there you go. Well, Deneen is going to help us, and we're going to see if this works. This is all new here on the show this morning, and so we're going to see if we can get this to work. But there we go. Deneen's got she's got my phone, and she's going to walk around and just kind of show us. And I know, Eric, this may be a little hard on your end to see. But kind of guide us through this as Deneen. And Deneen, you're more than welcome to walk through the offices and just kind of show us as you walk around, if that's okay, Deneen. So kind of tell us a little bit about what folks can expect.
This is the main lobby of the area for the front entrance. We have a porte-cochere that allows you to unload and have your visitors and guests and clients arrive in the building every once in a while when it does rain. And we have some offices here that no one's moved in yet, but they are pre-leased out. But we have a couple of offices off the lobby that are still available. We have some different floor plans for different people. We've got, like I said, anywhere from 92 square feet to 2,475 for office suites. And if there's something that someone needs specific, then all they need to do is just contact us.
And this is kind of giving you an idea here of just one of the office suites. So maybe if you're a larger company and you said, I don't need one, but I need 4 or 5. Maybe I need some extra amenities. Here's an example of that right now. I know this one going to be moved in before too long, but there's kind of the example of it, right?
That's correct. One of the ones that I think Prestige is going to have that.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so many opportunities. How many offices are available here at Huntsville Executive Office Suites?
There are 44 suites. That means suites with doors that go into the separate offices, but there's over 120 individual little rooms.
Good night. Did not realize there was that many. And I've been over here a lot too.
It's almost 30,000 square feet building, and we have around 28,000 leasable space.
Wow. Maybe, Deneen, go down this hall over here. I think, Eric, if you go down here, the coffee bar is kind of down this way.
Coffee bar is on the left-hand side, yes.
And you can see some of those smaller suites. Mm-hmm. So this is cool. We're making show magic here. We've never did this before, Eric.
Well, there you go. This is a new building, new magic.
And this shows the capabilities of the Wi-Fi. Just by the way, my phone is running on Wi-Fi right now, being able to transmit this signal right back to us. Look how beautiful this is, man.
We have fiber optics coming into the building. So the throughput and output for the internet, that's internet heavy industries, if they're doing content on the internet and stuff like that, it can be changed so that they don't have any problems, no lag.
Deneen is kind of, showing us a few. Oh, there's the man right there. We got to stay out of that office. That's That's private property in there. You know, you gotta stay out of the big man's office, right? No, welcome. Come in. If you're going to sign a contract, come on in.
We're not going to say anything about that. Just go ahead, come on in.
But there is, in this area, I know Deneen's just showing us a glimpse of it, but there are so many offices in here. As Eric said, over 100 individual offices. Now, some of those, of course, make up the big office suite, but there really is a ton of space. How many total square feet is the entire building, Eric?
30,000, 28,000 leasable.
Wow.
It's a very large building. It languished for a long time, and we're taking care of it.
Yeah, and there's y'all's office.
That's my little office, yeah. That's my waiting room.
And you guys just moved in over here
We
not too
just
long
moved
ago.
in, just not long ago. We were the first clients here, and that we're also the leasing and facilities. So basically, we're here if you need us.
And I know some of it too. Deneen's showing us some other areas. There's going to be a mail room that's going to be set up over here with boxes and all that, correct?
Correct. It's going to be flush with one of the walls. It won't be obtrusive, but it'll be accessible by the rest of all the people who are renting here.
Well, Eric, this is so great, and I appreciate Deneen kind of giving us a virtual tour here as Eric and I are kind of giving you the play-by-play action of the new office suites here in Huntsville. It is a Class A space. You're not going to find it. People know me that know this show. I'm never going to knock another business, but I'm going to tell you right now, you're not going to find anything of this quality. Not to say that there's other places out there that are bad, but this quality and what you get here at Huntsville Executive Office Suites is far and above anything else that's currently offered, not just in Huntsville, but I think in the entire area.
There's no more mediation room for lawyers between here and the Woodlands, so we have that room set up for mediations. We also have a training room that's available, a rent. You don't have to. We've lost her.
Yeah, it's all right. I clicked off of it there.
We don't have to. You don't have to rent a 2,000 square foot place just to do meetings and training for once a month. If you're one of the renters here, you can use our training room. If not, you can lease it outside, not having to stay here, not having an office here, but you can still lease our training area. And we're on the way to one of the main arteries going into Sam Houston State University. Lake Road is very, very, very busy, as you know.
Yeah. Well, Eric, this is so great. Deneen, thank you for your help. I'm going to have to pay her extra for that, by the way. So
give her some coffee.
Yeah, thank you, Deneen. Appreciate you very much. This really is, folks. If you come out here, super easy to get to. The front area, just so nice. And, of course, handicap accessible, so don't let that be a deterrent. You know, if you have a special need and you're confined to a chair, hey, come in here. And I guarantee if you're in that situation, if you feel that you're confined to a chair, when you get in here, you're not going to feel confined at all. The space is so open and huge. And I wanted to mention, y'all had just a killer grand opening here a couple of weeks ago. Let us know about that.
The 27th of March, we had our grand opening, and we had a live band. We had approximately 125 people show up from the chamber and guests and family of all of us. And we did our ribbon cutting. You see the cheesy picture of me on the Chamber of Commerce website cutting the ribbon. But it was a very good, very well attended opening. And we did a lot of tours. I've like Vanna, here's this. And I did a lot of those tours for people. And we had allowed self-tours. And on each of the doors, we have QR codes that show. If that is on there, then that QR code will show you the space and how much it is and how big the space is. So we allowed people to do the grand tours by themselves.
I want you to go again to HuntsvilleWorkspace.com. All the information is on there as well, talking about just the convenient location. Those flexible lease terms, we have had a lot of questions as we've been running y'all's ads on the show. People have asked what kind of lease terms can they get. You mentioned earlier, starting out at what was that opening price?
It was that's a 91 square foot spot for $295.
That's
and
not bad.
We can do as low as 6 months lease up to 2 years. If something has to be done, we could always negotiate. Because we're flexible. We want people to succeed and have a transshipment location for mail, a place where they can have the infrastructure already in place so they can concentrate on making money, making their business succeed.
That's great. Well, yeah, and I always say, just like with our business, if there's something that you see that you're like, well, I'm kind of looking for this, don't let what you see be the deterrent. Let what you hear be the deterrent. Come by, talk to Eric and his team at Raven Property Management. And if there's something, maybe say, well, maybe I only need it for this time, or maybe I'd like to have this. Give them the chance to talk to them first and see if they can accommodate you.
We could try.
You can certainly
Everything's
do it, yeah.
negotiable.
That's right. Well, Eric, again, appreciate you. Thank you again. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for bringing and the whole team. I know Frank's been a part of this and many others. Just thank y'all so much for the dream and for bringing something that is going to be so beneficial to not only this community, but from folks all around. I think Huntsville Executive Office Suites is going to be the new hotspot here for business in Huntsville.
We hope so. And we're going to try very hard to make it someplace that people want to be here and be business. And the dream is that we help people, we supply them with the office space, get them on the main track here, Lake Road, make them visible, because if they are renting, they get to be on a display of our sign. So whoever's company is here, they'll be on the display sign and people will know exactly where they are.
Yeah, super easy to get to. And one other thing, I know we talked about a lot of the amenities. I know we showed some of the fun stuff like the coffee bar you mentioned for legal. There's mediation rooms. There's also a beautiful, I know we didn't get a chance to see it, but a big, beautiful conference room. Maybe highlight, some of that as well.
That's true. We've got people need spaces. They don't want to spend the money per month for a space they're not using, but we have that conference room, trading room that could be used however they need it. Of course, people who lease here get first right, but if you're outside the community of the office building here and you need something, contact us. We'll see what we can do for you.
Yeah, and it's a very beautiful room. In fact, once we wrap up the show and before I leave, I'll go in there and snap a picture of that conference room. I'll put it on our Facebook page as well, so folks can really get a good view of that. I think it's just incredible, again, to have this here in Huntsville. And like I said, I was joking with Denise, when you walk in, somehow I'm going to figure out how to make $1 million today.
That's right. We'll be here for everybody.
All right. Well, there he is again, Eric Fugate. Appreciate you very much. Real quick, too, I know we talked a lot about the office. Maybe plug Raven a little bit more. I know you guys are also in the business of helping properties. Folks want to find somebody to manage their properties. Mention that if you don't mind.
Well, the dream of Raven Property Management was to help people find a renter and manage their properties. We've been pretty successful doing that. My incorporated company is Raven Realty Incorporated, and we help people sell their properties and find properties for investment. I've been doing this for a while, a couple decades here in town, and knowledge of the area, knowledge of what's going on in like zoning and changes in Huntsville help the investor, the savvy investor, know where they need to purchase and what they need to do, and we help them do that and make them money.
And I think that's so important because when you mention the zoning, there's been some talk, and I don't want to elude people in the wrong direction, but there's all the rumor mill is always churning out a lot of bread, and there are some things that I've heard from people saying, hey, down the road you may not be able to run a business if you live in the city limits out of your home at some capacity, and I don't know again if that's fully true or not, but don't worry about that. Get an office space over here in Huntsville Executive Office Suites.
Yes, I recommend that. Sorry, but,
yeah.
Questions about the zoning should be addressed to their local elected official and ask them what they feel, because I'm not going to get into that.
Yeah, we don't know those. You're in the real estate business and I'm in the media business.
Yeah,
so
we're just going to let that be decided by them.
Yeah, and they do a good job. We're thankful for everyone here in Huntsville, and especially good folks like Eric Fugate, Frank Robinson, and the rest of the team over here.
Dawson, and we had the funny experience at the grand opening where I forgot everyone's names.
Oh, no.
And I was introducing everybody, and I totally forgot everyone's names at the grand opening, and I recovered poorly from that. So they're never going to let me live that down.
All right. Well, we're going to get an award print. We got a guy named from Scott Valley has Pop's Wood Shop here in town. We're going to ask Scott to print you a plaque that says, I forgot everybody's name on the grand opening, awarded to Eric Fugate.
That'll be mine. I'll put it up proudly in my office.
There you go. But he's not going to forget your business and forget how to get you to the top when it comes to office spaces here in Huntsville.
Very well done. Thank you.
You bet. Eric, thanks again, my friend.
I appreciate it.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
We'll step aside. We'll take a brief break. Again, go to HuntsvilleWorkspace.com for more information, and we'll continue to promote the good happening in the community, such as places like Huntsville Executive Office Suites here on Lake Road. As always, our very tactical, we call it Tactical Tuesday because it's sponsored by Guardian Defense. For all things personal safety, visit our good friends online at guardiandefensellc.com. We'll take a brief break. Dee rejoins us when we come back. A few things going on this weekend that we want to highlight here in Huntsville, very important events and more. Stay with us. It's your show. This is Good Morning Huntsville.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Braylon, say this is Spirit Radio.
This is Spirit Radio.
Back at it here. Little relaxing music there for Dean. Still can't say D. Just can't do it. Here, hey,
you can call me anything.
Hey,
Just don't call me late for lunch.
Hey, just lean in a little bit. Here we go. There you go. I just like to adjust the headsets.
Yeah.
Even though I don't really need it.
That's okay.
I just like to do it. Thank you, D. I owe you extra money today for being our camera lady.
Oh, no,
I'm going to write a song.
Fine.
I'm going to write a Kenny Rogers.
Oh, you're going to do one of those AI things?
No, I'm going to write a Kenny Rogers song, and it's going to be called Camera Lady. I used to always sing that to Brenda Poe. It's our joke. I'd always say, Lady, would you buy me a Mercedes? I'm just kidding. People don't even know. It's so dumb. Hey, Valerie January joining us. She was shouting out to Eric earlier. Here, it's your time to shine here on the show. Here we go. We haven't done this in a while, so let's crank up the music. Your time to shine, brought to you by, well, all of you.
Yeah.
Valerie January saying hello to Eric Fugate. I know Valerie. You know, when I first moved to Huntsville, Valerie was showing me properties around Huntsville.
Really?
She was, yeah. And Valerie, if I'm not mistaken, I felt so bad because she was showing me, you know, around Huntsville, and there was certain, you know, a couple things I was looking for, and they didn't have exactly what I was looking for in their inventory at the time. And I feel like I offered her like a $50 gift card for her time because I felt so bad. Because, you know, these folks that do this stuff, that are leasing and all that, I mean, if they're out showing you and you don't do it, they don't get paid for it. Well, she showed me, so it was her time. So I felt I didn't want to like come into Huntsville and make a bad impression.
That was really nice.
But I don't know if she accepted it. Do you remember that, Valerie? I think she told me don't worry about it.
I think that was really nice.
I just felt bad. I was like, you're showing me all this, and then I ended up not renting anything, you know?
Random act of kindness.
Goes a long
Pay
way.
It forward.
Valerie, good to see you this morning. How about El Turpening up in the N-Wave, New Waverly? We come up with names for every N-Wave. El Turpening joining us. Good morning. My beautiful bride joining me this morning.
Morning, Bridget.
She's probably at work now. She said, happy birthday to my handsome hubby. I like being a hubby.
Like being the hubby?
Hubby bubby. Phyllis Dillard joining us this morning, the PD of Huntsville. PD, Phyllis Dillard, good morning to you. Melissa Barham joining us. Good morning, Melissa. I always want to say Barham because it's Jackie Barham at Care Center Huntsville.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I see Melissa, I think they spell their name exactly, but Jackie pronounces hers Barham, Melissa's Barham. So good morning to you, Melissa. Good to see you on. Autumn Wheaton, I love this. She always says, good morning, Huntsville family. La Familia. Good morning to you. Deanna Irwin. Oh, you know what? I got a special announcement.
What?
It's not about me.
Okay.
Get ready. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Deanna Irwin. My April the 8th birthday buddy. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, sweetheart.
And I know 4 people that have my birthday.
Really?
And my mind just went blank. Courtney, there's a young lady named, not in this community, none of them except Deanna are here. Courtney has my birthday. Joshua has my birthday. And Miss Vault has my birthday. I remembered them.
Speaking of birthdays, the young man from church, how did their baby?
I haven't got any news yet. Yeah,
okay.
I'm not sure. So hopefully everything went okay. Yeah, there was a baby that was born. We like babies.
Yes, we do.
Valerie January, excited about this weekend. Pineapple Run. That's what we're going to talk about in just a few moments. Jennifer Augustinetti, good morning. Paul Oley. Paul over here saying birthday party today. We're going to go party with Paul. Paul the party animal. Paul Oley, party time. Chris Haley, good morning to you, buddy. He's all the way back in Central Texas. How about that? Steph Valley, Magnolia Kennel, joining us on the show this morning. Good morning to you, Steph. Jamie Saucier, Santa Saucier, happy birthday. Thank you, buddy. How about Jason Thompson wishing the birthday wishes are coming in this morning. Quentin Glaze, our number 1 engager, which means he's always liking and sharing and helping our platform grow. Carolyn Gibson saying good morning, Huntsville. Jennifer Augustinetti saying it is a terrific Tuesday. Y'all have a blessed day. Y'all get on down there now.
Beautiful outside.
By the way, Autumn says that Valerie is awesome. Just wanted to say that. So, Valerie, if you're still watching, Autumn says Valerie is awesome. All right, there it is. Your time to shine here on Good Morning Huntsville. We are live from the Huntsville Executive Office Suites, episode number 481. Really enjoyed sitting down with Eric a few moments ago and chatting with him. And, again, big thank you to him for bringing this vision to life here in Huntsville. A couple things going on today. We're going to talk about a local event that's very important that you need to be a part of this weekend. But today is National Empanada Day. You ever eat empanadas?
Oh, yes.
National Zoo Lovers Day. Are you a zoo lover?
I am.
Zoo.
I'm a lifetime family member.
Lifetime family zoo lover.
Mm-hmm.
Does your card say like lifetime family zoo lover?
Well, a lifetime family is something.
Zoo mama. Zoo lady. Would you like to see the giraffes and the tortoises, lady? On National Zoo Lover.
I love the zoos.
It's also National All Is Ours Day. Boy, did you ever watch that show Home Improvement back in the day?
Yes.
Good.
With Tim Allen?
Yes. See, you know. Very good, family-friendly, just a good old show. Well, that young boy on there, you remember the little boy?
Yeah.
His name is Taryn Noah Smith, that cute little kid from Home Improvement. Well, guess how old he is today? He has my birthday. I forgot about this.
21?
41 years old.
41?
41.
Y'all the same age?
Yes. Can you believe that?
Holy cow.
41 years old
Gosh,
today.
Now you're making me feel old.
Boy. It says, of course, we'll never know if he ever has kids as Tim Allen eventually moved on to his third TV family. That is crazy. John Lennon's son, Julian, I didn't realize he had a son, Julian, turned 62 today. Steve Howe of Yes and Asia turned 78. Stuart Pankin turned 79. He was the famous voice of Earl in that TV show Dinosaurs way back in the day. It was a little animated, cute show. I remember that as a kid. But yeah, that's didn't know that he was 79 today. That's really cool. A couple of things you need to know. Paul Simon and his wife, they sold their, I don't know why you need to know this, but I just thought it would be useful. They sold their Connecticut real estate, or Connecticut estate last month, $6 million loss.
Oh.
They sold it for a $6 million loss. You know who they sold it to? Richard Gere. So another Hollywood elite there, getting a good deal on a home there. $6 million loss from Paul Simon to Richard Gere. Ratings from Nielsen have this men's Final Four averaging about 15.3 million viewers. Of course, the Final Four, part of the college basketball playoffs, and that's the best mark since 2017, up 19% from a year ago when it was only 12.8 million viewers. It was on TBS, TNT, and True TV, 24% above CBS's last time showing the Final Four in 2023. Ratings way up for college basketball this year. And, of course, Houston is in the championship, which is going to be pretty cool. So,
yes.
Congratulations.
I really do love college basketball.
I know you guys go to all the Bearcat games. Yes. Do you make it to the women's one? Y'all have season tickets to both, right?
Yes, we do. And, you know, all of those kids are so awesome. They really are. And I think I've told you once before, a young man, Jackson Ford, he's a freshman this past year. If there was any little kids that went down to meet the players as they were, you know, after the game, he would always stop, get down to their level, and talk to them.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He's just an amazing young man.
And you know how much those little kids, Dee, looked up to that, and that's going to inspire them to be somebody like that one day?
Yes.
That is awesome.
Yes.
I'm sure we'll all be watching this one. Bernie Sanders, our old buddy Bernie. CNN's going to host a town hall with him tomorrow night. Boy, can't wait to not watch that one. That's going to be great. I just don't have any desire to watch any of that stuff. Indian police have arrested a 24-year-old Arizona YouTuber who visited an off-limits island in the Indian Ocean and left an offering of a Diet Coke can and a coconut in an attempt to make contact with an isolated tribe known for attacking intruders. There you go.
A Diet Coke and a coconut.
Minecraft movie, that's the new movie out right now. How about $157 million over this last weekend?
From Minecraft?
From Minecraft movie. Unbelievable. Oof. Coming in there. In Egypt, archaeologists have discovered the massive limestone burial chamber of a mystery king, someone previously unidentified, who apparently ruled 3,600 years ago. So they're discovering still more of these chambers from back in the day. How about Heineken? Remember those old Heineken? Heineken has created a prototype phone case that helps with a very modern problem. Everyone being at the bar scrolling through their social media rather than talking to each other. When it senses the word cheers, it pushes out a bar that causes the phone to flip over on its face, keeping you more engaged with the people you're with. That's pretty cool. It's got a little sensor in there, and if it hears you say cheers, bloop, it flips over. That's pretty cool.
Kind of like doing those fainting goats, just to honk or scream or something to make them faint. Just solid cheers.
I love it. Well, we all know it gets hot in Arizona.
Yes.
Mama Pat knows that from Goodyear, Arizona, now here in Huntsville. She's probably happy for the somewhat cooler weather here in East Texas. Well, as Phoenix approaches its first triple-digit day of the year, that comes very soon, the Poison Control Center is reminding people of the dangers of re-emerging scorpions in that area and rattlesnakes.
Yes.
Did she ever have any problems with scorpions and rattlesnakes?
Non-rattlesnakes that I know of. Scorpions, yes.
Well, last year, they received over 5,000 scorpion stings and over 100 rattlesnake bite calls. Ooh. So if you're in Arizona, in the Phoenix area, watch out for the scorpions and the But here we got to worry about the everybody talks about the alligators and stuff, but they're not, they leave people alone for the most part. Yeah. We had 2 or 3 at the lake at Elkins. I mean, our friend of ours at church, she's husband took a picture of it, just casually swimming back there. That's why we're not allowed to swim in the lake. A couple of other things here. remember, well, that's political, so I won't even read it. I don't like the super political stuff. Number one restaurant in the United States.
McDonald's.
No. This is since 2018. We have one here in Huntsville. Guess what it is?
King?
Nope.
What?
Keep going. Class it up just a little bit. Class it up. Do you think of classing it up? Got it. It's right off 45.
Jack in the Box.
No, that's classing. That's same. We got to class it up a little bit, Deneen.
Taco Bell.
No. Don't think of those types of fast food. I'm talking number one.
Texas Roadhouse.
No, that's a good guess. But the number one restaurant in the United States. Keep going. It's right on 45. It's Garden.
Olive
Garden. Olive Garden. The number one spot belonging to Olive Garden since 2018. But there's a new sheriff in town, and you mentioned who it was.
Texas Roadhouse.
Texas Roadhouse. Chili's, Applebee's, and Buffalo Wild Wings took spots 3, 4, and 5 on the list. So now it is Texas Roadhouse number 1 and number 2 Olive Garden. And we have a great Texas Roadhouse here in Huntsville. Today's impossible question. 28% of people who received a raise at work say it was because of this. 28% of people received a raise at work because of what? Think about that. Speaking of food, you ever go to Rodeo Mexican restaurant?
Yes.
Guess what? We've got a gift certificate to Rodeo that we're giving away today.
But they're really good people there.
They are. Delphina was on the show yesterday. We have gift certificates, and we're giving away one today on the show. All you have to do right now is, well, we'll see if this works. I don't know if it will.
Was it text in the keyword?
I wanted to do the first caller.
First caller.
The first caller. So if you call us right now at 936-339-0139, I don't know if it's going to work because I'm mobile, but 936-339-0139 on the Zero Degree Creations phone and text line. The very first caller, and there's a chance that you may not even go live on the show, so don't worry about being live. If you are, you are, but I don't know if it's going to work because it should back up to my cell phone. But if you call us right now, we're going to give away a gift certificate to Rodeo Mexican Restaurant. Delphina hooked us up with some yesterday, and all you've got to do is call right now, 936-339-0139 for your chance to win. First caller gets it, a gift certificate to Rodeo.
Well,
so
my phone's there, but I don't think it'd be fair if I called you.
Yeah, you pick up the phone and call it. Hey, I think I'm going to win today. And look, here we go. Somebody's calling in. Let's see who it is. It says scam. Hello, good morning. Who are we speaking with? Carolyn Gibson.
Carolyn Gibson.
Here, Carolyn. It didn't ring on my computer, but it rang on my phone. Say hello to everybody, Carolyn.
Hello, Huntsville. Enjoying the show this morning in that beautiful new building.
Yeah, and we were late getting over here, Carolyn. So there you go. But hey,
congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. We can't hear you on the air today because my system didn't pick it up. But so we'll let you go. But congratulations and some gift certificate. You can go by first. I'll have that here in about an hour to pick up today for Rodeo Mexican Restaurant. Congratulations, Carolyn.
Congratulations.
All righty. Have a blessed day. Thank you. She told me happy birthday. See you soon. Thank you, Carolyn. There you go.
Such a beautiful lady.
I wish I could have got her on the air. My system doesn't, I think because it picks it up on another system when I'm remote. So anyways, Carolyn, the winner today. And if you're going back on replay, you can't win, so too bad. Hey, that impossible question was this. 28% of people who received a raise at work say it was because of this.
Being on time.
It's like you get rewarded nowadays for being on time. No, it was this. Bragging about the company on social media.
Huh.
Bragging. Michelle doesn't work with me anymore. She's with the governor now. She's got a big job.
Her.
Yeah, I miss Michelle too. But see, if she'd just still be here and brag about us on social media, I'd probably give her a little bit of a raise.
Raise her chair.
You ought to you ought to start bragging about Guardian Defense and get Jason to give you a raise.
Go from 1 0 to 2 zeros.
A couple of last things. Did you know Americans collectively take selfies? How many times a day do you think? Altogether, Americans take those selfies. We took one here. We were one of this number today.
I don't have a clue.
93 million times a day. 93 million times. Around 1 in 20 people had gray or white hair when they were a toddler. Boy, it started early for some of us. An average pencil. What is a pencil? An average pencil. It's because pencil and the word capable were together. So I said pencil. An average pencil is capable of drawing how far? This is nuts. A pencil. If you could just draw
2 miles.
35 miles.
Wow.
An average pencil can draw 35 miles. The average age for a person to learn to swim, 8 years old. Still really haven't learned at 41. I can float on my back. If you're average, you only have 13 pain-free days per year. Well, I guess I'm not average because I have 300. I have 0 pain-free. I'm hurting right now. Only 60. This is a big one. This is an important one, and Jason will agree to this one. Only 63% of dads carry a life insurance policy. And you think about that. That's something, when we talk about our friends from Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home on a Friday, you better have a policy in place.
You got to have something.
Got to have something.
It's very important.
When do you think road rage happens the most? Road rage.
Morning commuter.
Well, it's going to be a day and a time. What day and what time would you think that road rage is the most prevalent? This is according to Reader's Digest.
Tuesdays, 8 o'clock.
Any reason for that? You just threw it out there?
Just threw it out there.
Because you were thinking on your way in. According to Reader's Digest, road rage happens most often on a Friday afternoon at 5:10 p.m. Huh. Everybody's getting off work. They're angry. They want to get home.
Yeah.
So there you go. A nurse and a teacher are the two professions that are tied for most stressful than anything else.
I can believe that.
And I always say that I respect nurses and teachers above every other profession. I respect people wherever they're at, but especially nurses and teachers because they made the most impact on my life. And they have the most stressful jobs.
Yes.
Nurses and teachers. And then finally, according to a recent survey, 25% of American homeowners say you have to spend at least $1,000 or more to get a good bed mattress.
Yeah?
I think it's about $2,000 or $3,000 nowadays, to be honest. Well, hey, before we wrap up, I did want to remind a couple of things. Make sure that you get out this weekend on Saturday morning to the Pineapple Run. This is the Peyton Irwin Foundation. We had Deanna on the show yesterday talking about the importance of that. And you can go online to Peyton Irwin Foundation for more information and to go ahead and pre-purchase your tickets. It's PeytonIrwinFoundation.org is the website. And let's support the Pineapple Run today. Big dogs.
Yeah, he's trying to call me. It's like the second time.
So we better wrap it up. So, and we're over the hour. So, hey, friends, it's been a great morning here. Thank you to Huntsville Executive Office Suites for allowing us the privilege to be here and also for helping to bring great office spaces, Class A office spaces here to Huntsville. Big thank you to Eric Fugate, Frank Robinson. If you're looking for an office space, go online, huntsvilleworkspace.com. And if you got an idea for a business, I mean, he said it right there. For a 6-month term, under $300 a month, you can have your own professional office space and have a place where you can meet with clients and really conduct business in a professional way.
Yeah, the conference room or the mediation room.
Yeah, have all that too, which is great. So that'll wrap it up. We'll be back at it tomorrow, Wednesday. Rick and Kay Boning. We'll be back in our studio over at First Baptist, so make sure you join us tomorrow at 7:30. We will be on time tomorrow because we didn't have to set up a TV and some other stuff this morning. So we'll be back at it tomorrow as I end every show. First and foremost, thank you to Dee. Guardian Defense. How can folks find you guys and get more information? What's going on at Guardian Defense?
Oh, not a whole lot right now. Just working on a classroom, looking at putting lights up on the range for night shooting.
Oh, cool.
We're getting our skeet, getting that ready. So if anybody wants to come shoot, just give us a call at 936-293-0364 and call ahead and so that we know that you're coming and we'll make all the arrangements.
They will, and you can find it if that phone number kind of got away from you. Go to their website, too. Really easy to remember, guardiandefensellc.com. Dee, thank you for being here. Thank you to Jason and Guardian Defense as our foundation sponsor on a Tuesday. We'll wrap it up. We'll be back tomorrow, 7:30, with Kay and Rick Boning of tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. As I end every show, reminding you this morning that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We're really not. We need each other. So please provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. Somebody out there needs you. Until then, good morning, Huntsville, and so long. Have a very wonderful and blessed Tuesday ahead. See you, Deneen.
Bye, Rob.